Let's bring Angelique Arentalk back into the discussion there. And Angelique, we understand you just talked with someone, hopefully can provide us with a little more information.
Right. So what we're seeing from this vantage point, so we're closer to the intersection with Battlefield Boulevard, we're seeing at least, or moments ago, we saw at least one police cruiser actually pull up here with a couple Walmart employees. So they were inside the store at the time of the shooting because they needed to get to some cars around here. I spoke with a couple employees inside that car who tell me, I could tell they were still in shock, they were nervous, and of course, most importantly, perhaps they were just sad. They said to me that they knew the shooter very, very well. And according to police who have said this throughout the evening, that they believe the single shooter in this instance is dead and that there are multiple fatalities or injuries from inside the store. The employees inside the car, a couple of them in there, told me that they just had to resort to hiding in the bathroom, and they heard those gunshots ring out just after 10 o'clock this evening inside a store that was still open at the time. So just giving you a look at what the scene looks like right now from where we are standing, still a very much active first responder scene here with fire crews, police crews, and police tape up. Again, we're at the intersection closer to Battlefield Boulevard, so not a lot of onlookers at this point, but this is a very much closely watched scene when you talk about people trying to keep up with the latest about this incident.
Angelique, let's clarify here. You said you talked to some folks who they say they work in the store and they knew the shooter. Did they mention if the shooter works there?
Yes. No, they did not say. So yes, I did speak with a couple of people who work inside the store. All they would tell me is that they knew the shooter very, very well, and that is all. And according to police, of course, they say that the single suspected shooter in this case is dead.
And we know it is a superstore. It's huge. You have an area with groceries, you have an area with the department store. Did they give you any idea what area of the store? So not the section of the store. From what I can recall in our conversation, they did say they had to hide in the bathroom. So I'm not sure where the bathroom is or if there are multiple bathrooms at this superstore.
But you say they were definitely very much shaken up by what had happened.
Yeah, at first I believe that they couldn't even get out some words when I first came up to the car. I think they're understandably shaken up at this point and just sad. As you too mentioned, this is days before Thanksgiving, as people were trying to go into the store to get things for their Thanksgiving meal. Of course, this is so terribly sad, happening days before that holiday.
Yeah, one can only imagine. Angelique, thank you for that update, and we'll let you continue to work this story for us, and you just let us know if you have any new information.
And we are hearing, yes, that we will get some more information, get an update from police in about 20 minutes on this shooting, mass shooting at the Walmart on Sam Circle off of North Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake tonight.
The picture that we are getting from inside that store is bad.
You can't imagine it. Just cannot imagine. If, like we said, you just run out. You want to get something at the last minute. We know these days people use shoppers, and Walmart does have delivery, and sometimes they deliver late and they pick up late because they have groceries and they have other items, with the department store. So it could have been very, very busy inside that superstore at 10 after 10.
Absolutely, yeah. Sarah in the booth, you're telling me we have more information about the reunification center.
Okay, so there now you can see the distance between the shooting and the reunification center. As we mentioned, that Walmart is off of North Battlefield Boulevard. The reunification center is off of Greenbrier Parkway. And you see, I think that's Greenbrier Circle there. I've been there because there are a few things. There's a hotel So it's the Chesapeake Conference Center there, which is being used as the family reunification area where police are asking folks to go if you are trying to reach a loved one whom you believe was there and possibly working there at the store.
Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of people right now that are desperately trying to connect, and we'll give you the best information that we're getting as to how to do that. But it is the Chesapeake Conference Center, whether you're looking for someone or that's the best information that we're getting at this particular point. Again, just to recap, if you're joining us as we do this, keep in mind we're waiting probably less than 20 minutes now. That's what we're told from an update. But this happened just after 10 o'clock at the Walmart on Sam's Circle, which is off of Battlefield Boulevard. Again, we're told that multiple people have been killed. We know there's some injuries as well. We know that it's both inside the store and we believe outside the store as well. Angelique was saying that she talked with 2 Walmart employees and they know who the shooter is and that the shooter is dead. We do not know any other information except that those Walmart employees told Angelique that they know who the shooter was. And at this particular point, we'll just have to continue to work and wait to get more information on that.
And I'm looking back at the message that one of my friends, Terry, she said she had just left that Walmart less than 40 minutes before this happened and had gone to Dollar Tree next door, was driving home, literally had to pull over to let the first police car go by. And then in less than a minute, she said she counted 16 police cars, 2 fire trucks, and then said it built up to be about 40 police cars. So this is, again, it's a busy area. Even if you don't live in Chesapeake, it's right off of the highway there. You take the Battlefield exit, so it would make sense that people would come from other areas. So it's this time of the week, this time of the year.
This day, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and our crews are being kept a little bit of a distance from all of that. And in our live shots, you can see all of the emergency vehicles behind them. Sarah Hammond did report that she did see at least one state police car. There could be more than that there, and she didn't see any other emergency vehicles from any other jurisdictions, but that could be possible as well.
Right, we know Norfolk and Virginia Beach are not far from the city lines with Chesapeake, so we can only imagine if there's some mutual aid there tonight, even with the EMS crews. And
for sure, yeah.
Sarah, are you available for us to go back to you now? Do you have an update?
Absolutely, yes. And I do have a little bit of an update. We are hearing we should be getting an update from Chesapeake Police in about 20 minutes. And they have just tweeted, we've seen that they can confirm, like we know, an active shooter incident with fatalities at the Walmart on Sam's Circle. They say now the shooter is deceased. And they're saying the first responders here are well trained and prepared to respond. So please give them space to do so, which again brings us back to the reunification center at the Chesapeake Convention Center. So again, if you think someone you know, friend, family member was inside this Walmart when the shots started to ring out, do not come to this Walmart. Again, give the first responders space to do their job. They are still going inside. They're still scanning the area as of, our last update. So give them space to do so. So please, if you need to, go to that Chesapeake Convention Center as a reunification point. And we're again going to let you guys kind of look behind us at just how big this scene still is. We keep seeing more vehicles coming into this area. It just keeps getting more and more crowded, it seems, every time I turn around. Again, we are so far back, I can't make out any other specific logos on the cars besides Chesapeake, fire, police, EMS. But they did say earlier there was a state trooper vehicle in here, so that does give me some indication that there are other agencies either here or on their way. I just can't see them from where we are. We're stationed at the Carl's Wash across the way, across Sam's Circle, where the Walmart's pretty far behind us. But again, it's all blocked off. They're still investigating. Like I keep saying, give them space to do so for now.
Sarah, can you see any emergency vehicles, ambulances, for instance, speeding away from that scene? Or are you still too far to be able to pick that out?
I have not, since we've been here, I have not seen any speed out. But again, we got here right around, I would say, 11 o'clock. So they had a good 45 minutes between when that call initially came in to when we got here. So that might have happened with those initial injuries and fatalities that we learned about. That might have happened earlier before we got here. I do hear some more sirens actually now behind me coming. It sounds like on the interstate, likely coming to this area. Unclear, I can't see beyond the trees, but unclear what agency that might be.
And just to put this in perspective geographically again, North Battlefield Boulevard, where this Walmart sits off of Sam's Circle, there's a fire department not far away on Battlefield. And if you go down further, Chesapeake General Hospital is there. Now, we're talking trauma if we're talking about gunshots, and we know Centera Norfolk General has the trauma center, but just to give you an idea of the distance, and even from there, that would be about a 15, 17-minute drive probably from Sam's Circle to Centera Norfolk General Hospital.
And if Nightingale was used, we always almost hear them
We do.
flying over our station. We have not heard that at this particular point. That's just a little added.
And just to reiterate, Sarah, police have confirmed that the gunman is dead in this shooting here.
Yes, correct. In their latest tweet that came out just a few minutes ago, they say the shooter is deceased. Initially, they were saying they believed the shooter was deceased, and that last update said they believe it was just one shooter that was involved, but now in this tweet they are confirming the shooter is deceased. So there is, I think it's safe to say, no ongoing threat to the community. That's what they indicated to us earlier. So it seems with this latest update that is likely the case.
All right, and the police officer that you were talking to a little bit earlier, Sarah, said that the process now is to go through the store and assess the injured and account for all of those who have been killed. But there was a sense that they were also making sure that there was nothing else of danger in that store. We're going to bring Evan Stewart into the conversation because this is, Evan is born and raised in Chesapeake and knows this area well.
Yeah, and Nicole and I still live close by, and Nicole, you did too. Yes, we've been neighbors. And this is a very busy area. It's Volvo Parkway and Battlefield Boulevard, one of the busiest intersections in the city. And as you mentioned earlier, it's not too far from Chesapeake General Hospital, but there are a lot of stores there, a lot of restaurants. I don't know how many are open, past 10, 11 o'clock. There are probably a couple there in that strip mall that are close by. And again, this is a very, very busy area in the city of Chesapeake. Just on the other side, you have a big Kroger over there, or big shopping center over there, just across 64.
Do I need to
right there on Battlefield Boulevard? So again, a very, very busy area of the city, not far from Greenbrier. It's right there.
That's right. You could cut over to get to Greenbrier, and the reunification center you see on the map. You could take either Battlefield, hop back on the highway, and then take the Greenbrier exit, or take Volvo, right? Is that what cuts over to get to that?
Yes, Volvo's the one that cuts through. You have the headquarters of Dollar Tree right there.
Dollar Tree, that's right.
Volvo Penta, is that still over there?
Yeah, Volvo Penta is over there.
Yes.
And it's just a very, very busy area in the city of Chesapeake. You mentioned the fire department is right there by B.M. Williams Elementary School.
Right.
You have a big fire station in Greenbrier that's over there as well. Not too far away, you just hit up Volvo Parkway and cross Greenbrier, and there's another fire department there as well. So I'm sure the paramedics and the EMTs got there as quickly as they could as well.
And Chesapeake General Hospital is not far from there either on Battlefield Boulevard.
And I did pull up the helipad just to check Nightingale is there still. So, but we will keep an eye on that as well.
And we were just seeing that map there we've put up from time to time as we've been talking about the reunification center. That is the Chesapeake Conference Center, which is about 6-7 miles from the actual Walmart.
That's right. It's one exit away off of Interstate 64, right there on the other side of Greenbrier. And, I imagine there are probably a lot of maybe Oscar Smith students or Indian River students that, could work there. They probably, work there.
And again, the stocking happens later at night.
That's right.
When I would go shopping after work, which would be around 11 something, I would see the folks stocking the shelves there. So it's, who knows how many people could be in that store at the time.
And it is just it is a very, very busy Walmart, all hours of the day and night.